The gnome lets out a chuckle. Sadly, no, I've yet to solve one of the greatest formula throughout history. The gnome looks at you with a serious look on his face. Let's propose whether we should help him. I mean, he's kind. Let's propose, can I help you with something? So, I mean, he's looking serious at me. Maybe he expects me to help him. I mean, it could be, right? I mean, I ask him for help. He stands up and signs. He must take haste to the king's palace. You get up and starts walking towards the front gate. Alright, that's not how I suppose it... That's how I thought it would go. I mean... I ask him whether I could help him with his machine, and suddenly he stands up and we're going to make haste to the king's palace. Oh, alright. Not the direction I thought it would go, but sure, very much a welcome direction. I quickly run back to my room. And pack a small backpack. What is essentials? Let me specify that. I mean, I can imagine if I say essentials that I end up with, let's say, a calculator in my backpack, which I don't think is essential when we're making to the king, with a extra... toothbrush and paste. Brush. And the first aid kit. And then I join the gnome at the front gate. So let's pick a backpack with an extra set of clothing, toothbrush, paste, and toothpaste probably. Toothpaste, brush, and first hairbrush. I mean, brush is very open for interpretation, and first aid kit. And then I join the gnome at the front gate. GGG Dex, welcome to today's stream. I'll be playing a Xaxas world exploring campaign. The gnome looks at you with a bit of surprise but doesn't say anything. You board the carriage and ride towards the capital with haste. I gain no points. I gain no points for just deciding that I want to take a small backpack with me, but sure. Let's say, sorry I didn't catch your name. I hope this is polite enough. Like, sorry I didn't get your name. Who are you again? Like, I have no idea who this gnome is. I don't even know whether he's a student or teacher at the academy. So, yeah, I'm Gertrude, a humble servant to the king. Oh, well, so it's a she. I thought it was a he. Never mind, it's a she. I'm Gertrude, a humble servant to the king. You take a quick glance at her and notice she is wearing a red robe over her clothing. Oh, well, I mean, no, I didn't see that. I probably should have paid more attention. The clever prospect murder is the solution to every problem in an AI dungeon. I sincerely doubt that, but yeah, let's continue. Let's say nice to meet you. Gertrude. Should we ask what kind of servant she is? Maybe that's important. Like, I feel like if I just... I mean, she can be a handmaiden to the king. She could be a cook to the king. Who am I to know? She could be the advisor of the king. She could be head of the guard from the king. I mean, I don't know. Apparently murder and zombie goblin slayers is the solution to every problem in here. Nice to meet you, Gertrude. What kind of servant are you? So let's ask that. Maybe we want to know where she comes from? I don't know. I'm a mage and also advisor to the king. I've been the... She's been an advisor to the king. I knew it. She wasn't just a cook or a contraption building gnome. She was an advisor to the king, which is kinda important to know. So she is a mage and also advisor to the king. I've been with the king since he was young and it's an honor to serve him at any time. I can imagine that. Is there anything else you want to know? That sounds amazing. Where do you originally come from? Like, let's get to know her. And no doubt best solution. Thanks, Ghost Saber, but I don't think murder is the solution to everything. Let's do this. Let's first be a nice druid elf in here. I was born in a small town up north, but when I was young, my parents gave me to the traveling academy. I learned magic and other skills to prepare me to serve the king. Maybe we should ask why we should make haste to the king's palace. So why are we in such a hurry to get to the king's palace? Maybe also important to know. And yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Genius Dex. Let's postpone the murder. There have been several assassinations attempts on the king, and I fear another one might be coming soon. It's my duty to make sure he's safe from any harm. And you and I am coming with you for what reason? As in, how do you think I can help? I mean, I am just one simple elf druid born in a wee little hut in the woods. Two reasons. The first, that I don't want to do this alone, and the second is because I think you can help me. Are you a mage? I've been studying for several years now. No, sorry. I am just a druid. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a druid. A druid, how interesting. Your order keeps themselves mostly to themselves mostly. I can respect that. I think so. I haven't met all the elf druids. Let's write it correctly. Let's make it many other. So far, it has always been just my father and I. Let's do this. Like, I haven't seen many of them. Like, I don't know any other elf druids, so you're probably right, I guess. You say that like it's a bad thing. A voice says right behind you. You turn around to see a female elf standing there. She looks to be a few years younger than you. Alright, so we have a third person here. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you. You scared me a bit. Who are you? Let's be straight to the point. I mean, we can beat around the bush, but that is not going to help us. I mean, if she's an assassin, we should run. Or maybe we should knock her out, throw her out of the carriage, and then get the carriage going. I don't know. Let's first ask, who are you? I think that's a good start here. A very good start here. I am Sir... Wait. It's a female elf. So it's a knight? Hold on. I'm the Knights of Orlania. You look much too old to be a trainee. Wait, what? So a female elf who is a knight, who's part of Knights of Orlania. So you are part of the Knights of Orlania? What? Your name? Let's ask for the name. I mean, we know Gertrude. She is nice. So who is this female elf that's apparently called Sir? I mean, sure, I'll believe her. So let's maybe also ask whether Gertrude and this female elf know one another. That seems like a good question to ask. Yes, I know I'm asking it. I guess the AI didn't really know what to do with this question. Well, oops. I am Sir Kit, and yes, I am a Knight of Orlania, and I'm proud of it. Thank you very much. And you and Gertrude one another? Let's ask that. I mean, maybe they're friends, maybe they're besties. Like, Imagine them being BFFs. That sounds amazing. Yes, we grew up together actually, and we were both chosen to be Knights of Orlania. You look at the two in all. So it's Sir Gertrude? Not just Gertrude? I mean, she said she's Gertrude, but she is Sir Gertrude? Like, if she's a knight, she must be Sir, right? Maybe I'm talking too much to them. Maybe they don't like that. Wait, no? Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, maybe I should put a question mark there. Yeah, maybe it's a question mark. Well, so Kit acts like more like a Sir than I do, so it's just kind of stuck. And that's all I'm gonna say on that matter. Let's continue the story. The carriage slows down. Is it just slows down, or indicating we have arrived at the palace? And the doctor from Frostpunk's Fantasy Chivalry is confusing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The three of you exit the carriage and walk into the palace. The palace is much like you would expect for a king's palace, except with more gold involved. Let's look around a bit more. I mean, I always feel like just having explored a area a bit more is a good thing. I mean, what can go wrong with looking around a bit more, you know? It's just seeing what kind of environment I am, where the escape routes are. Palace is larger than any building you have ever seen before. You've been told that it's larger than even the great libraries of the past. And you saw some golden statues, you gained 1 point. That must be a massive palace then. A absolutely massive palace. So what do? I follow Sir Kit and Gertrude. I mean, that's to wherever they go. Sounds like a good thing. Like, just follow the two who know the way around here. I don't know. I'm just a lowly druid elf. Force your way into the Senate. No, thank you, GG Dex. And you get points for looking at golden statues. Apparently, go Saber. You follow Sir Kit and Gertrude through the palace towards the king's meeting room. You walk down the corridor. You pass. As you walk through the corridor, you pass by more armed guards than you've ever seen. I count the amount of guards. I'm curious how many guards there are. I mean, if there are more than I have ever seen, that must be a massive amount. Like, I want to know the exact number then. And it must be even, otherwise I don't know how they're stuck in the hallway. Like, they should be like 2 on each side, right? They cannot be. You give up around 70. You'll say just over 50. So Kit suddenly stops, walks around, and tells you, we're going to meet the king now. He tells you rather bluntly. So we went from another female elf who was sitting behind me to E. Oh well. Like Dr. Frostpunk said, fantasy chivalry is very confusing. Like, I don't know whether he or she wants to be a he or she. Yeah, this is confusing. World events. In the last few years, a rumor has spread through... Oh, I already had it. In the nearby kingdom of Xaxas, a dark evil has arisen. An undead army is terrorizing the countryside, destroying many towns. The king of Xaxas has sent an urgent request for aid. Ah, that's going on. Oh well. I follow Sir Kit and Gertrude into the king's meeting room. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Doesn't she what she's looking at? No, it doesn't, Fire Amethyst. It doesn't. You follow Sir Kit and Gertrude in the king's meeting room. A man in regal clothing stands up and greets you. Hello, I'm King Cyrus of the Kingdom of Xaxas. What's the proper addressing of a king? King Cyrus of the Kingdom of Puzzles. It's an honor to meet you. Oh, maybe I should, like, this be a do? I say... and make a bow? I think, like, it's bowing? Let me quickly... No, it's not, because it's a bow. A courtesy? No, I don't know. Let's make a bow. It should be okay, I suppose. Otherwise, I make a bowstring. That's also fine. I'm not entirely... I think it's making a courtesy, doing courtesy. I'm not entirely... You make a short bow to the king. Sir Kid Gertrude, you may leave now. I would like to speak with the new advisors alone.